Hélio, it's Adam Schein. Great to see you.
Adam, what an introduction with this song. Man, I feel the vibe right now, guys. Well done.
There is a vibe.
That was one of the best intros I have in a long time.
Wow, that makes me happy. That's great.
It made me feel like, all right, let's start dancing right now. Woo!
I mean, listen, coming from you as a Dancing with the Stars champ, I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
We'll get to that. That's a tease. And listen, when we start talking about what you've accomplished, I mean, there's so much there, right? I mean, four-time Indy 500 champ. I mean, honestly.
That was something. Yeah.
How did you do that? 4 times you won the Indy 500. I'm mesmerized by that race, by that event. 4-time champ. What does that mean?
Well, Adam, when you love what you do, when you have a passion, anything comes in a much better way. Don't get me wrong. People just see the tip of the iceberg. They forget about the hard work, which everyone, it sounds like cliche, but that's true. That's what happens. And I'm just surrounded by amazing people. That's what we need to do. We got to block the noises, especially today with the social media. Sometimes it's so easy for you to get distracted. And if you do your homework, you can make it happen too.
I love that. And let's talk about that journey, because you're right. It's easy to give the headline and talk about the success. I mean, your body of work, your work to get to this point is just unbelievable. I mean, the journey, going back to Brazil and going back to being a karting champion.
Yep.
Take me through the journey, the path, and how you fell in love with racing.
My dad was just an ordinary person and enjoy cars, and we watched races together back then in Brazil. And all of a sudden, he's like one of his friends ended up giving me a go-kart, and I fall in love with it. And,
wow.
And I start going to race. My dad started making, because of his passion, he started using that to his company back then to make the marketing, and he started making his own team. And I started going to the racetracks, and man, I love it. But I didn't want to be like a team owner. I want to actually drive the car. And once I started doing that, I felt the power right with my hands, and that passion, believe it or not, still very much alive today. And I knew what I need to do. Back then, we didn't have a Google or YouTube or anything like that. It was just the VHS tape, and it was. I used to watch a lot of races just to understand what can I make myself better. Exercise a lot, because I knew the physical. People sometimes mistaking that racing is just driving your car on the highway. And it's completely different. You need to be well prepared. So there are so many other things that people don't see it. But back then I already had the mentality. If I gotta be there, I gotta start working early, and it paid off.
Yeah, it certainly did. And you're not done yet. And it's interesting. There's a couple of things you said I want to piggyback off of. Nothing gets me more aggravated when you have Twitter tough guys or hot take artists say that, drivers like yourself are not athletes. And it goes noted in that answer. You talk about, your athleticism, your cardio, getting into shape. Why is that so important in terms of being excellent at your sport?
Well, basically, our sport, we drive by, hundreds of seconds, thousands of seconds, let's put it this way. And the speed that we achieve, the reflex, are so much quicker than people sometimes expect it, And if your body is not responding to that reflex, or your mind what's telling you what to do, it could be tough. You could be you could be end up in a wall, and these days, I mean, that kind of speeds, it could be very catastrophic. So, again, because of that, you got, and to performance at the highest level, you need to be well prepared. Again, it's a tough sport. You can go a long way. I mean, I'm not young puppy anymore. However, the experience really helps me to overcome those areas, and that's why I'm still here.